Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel Mathematic Girl Swati3226. In today's video, it's like I'm going to make a video on a series of Bodmas questions because there are infinitely many questions on Bodmas and there is no end to it. So we can end to our practice, but the questions are endless. So that is why I thought I'll make a series for that. If you think that you're not very good in Bodmas, this playlist that I'm going to create now is for you only, and I have already made a video on Bodmas questions before also. I'll put the link of that video in the description box, so make sure you check it out. Okay, so let's get started without delay. And I have put the first 5 questions here, so all the questions are mixed up. Let us solve one by one. So the first question is, we have to simplify 25 minus 20 minus 10 minus 7 minus 5 minus 3. So if you feel like I'm not making you understand what exactly is Bodmas, I have already explained it in my that video which I just talked about. The link is in the description box. Still, I'll just give you a short, like recap of the Bodmas. Bodmas is nothing but it's just an order that we follow to solve the multiple operations in a question. For example, here you can see. So Bodmas is nothing but B stands for bracket, O stands for order or of, D stands for division, M stands for multiplication, A addition, and subtraction. Now the preference order is from B to S. First preference we always give to B. Second preference we give to of or order. Of is nothing but the multiplication in mathematics, and order is nothing but the exponent, power. And then division, then multiplication, then addition, and then subtraction. Now in bracket also we have 4 types of bracket. One is called the bar bracket, and in bracket also we have the preference order. The first preference that we give to the bar bracket, and then we give the preference to the small bracket, then we give the preference to the curly bracket, and then the last preference we give to the big bracket. All these things I have discussed in detail in my last video, so make sure you watch that also. Okay, so let's move ahead. So first you can see that we have no bar bracket, so we have to start with the small bracket. We also call it as parenthesis. So that means we are going to solve this part first. So how to solve? What is 7 minus 5? It's 2. 2 minus 3, it's minus 1. So this will become minus 1. And I'm going to put a bracket here because I have minus sign outside. So I'll be writing the rest part as it is without solving multiple things in the same step. Never ever do that if you are, I would say, like in the starting of the Bodmas, never ever try to solve everything in one step. Always go to the next step. Okay, so yeah, next is I'll write down the other things as it is. 25 minus 20 minus curly bracket 10, and then minus into minus is plus. I hope you know that. So it's plus and then 1. And now the small bracket is over, so we don't need to put it out, and we have to just put the curly bracket and then the big bracket. Now I'll solve the curly bracket first, which makes very sense. 10 plus 1 is 11. So this will become just 11. And now, of course, we'll remove the curly bracket. Now 20 minus 11, which is nothing but, of course, you can see it is 9. So 25 minus 9, which is nothing but 16. That's the answer for the first question. We are done with the first question. Let's go to the next question. Here we have the next question. Find out the answer for 100 minus, right? So I'm now in the second question. 100 minus 3, big bracket, 20 plus 50, like curly bracket, 50 minus 40, curly bracket closed, and the big bracket closed. This is like extremely simple, extremely straightforward. We are going to solve first the curly bracket, which is 50 minus 40, which is 20, and then plus 20 as it is. Now the curly bracket work is over, so we'll just remove that, and you will write down the rest things as it is. Now this will become 100 minus 3 times 20 plus 20 is 40. So 3 times 40. So what is the answer? This will become 100 minus 3 times 40, which is 120. So what is the answer of 100 minus 120? It is minus 20, and that's the answer. So this is for question number 2. Now let's go to question number 3. So in question number 3, again, very simple, very straightforward. In question number 3, we have 7 plus, in bracket 8 minus, 3 times 2. So what is the answer? 7 plus 8 minus 3 times 2 is 6. So what is the answer? 7 plus 8 minus 6 is 2, which is 9. So that's the answer. This is for the third one. Now we'll go to the question number 4. So in question number 4, we have what would be the answer for 50 minus, I'll directly write down here. It is, okay, I'll write down one time the question first and then we'll start with the solution. So 50 minus 20 plus then curly bracket 30 minus 20 minus 5 and then all the brackets are closed. Right? So of course we're going to solve 20 minus 5 first, which is nothing but 15, and then minus 30 as it is, writing the other part as it is without skipping or without solving everything in a single step, and 50 here. So this will become 50 minus in bracket 20 plus 30 minus 15 is 15. So we are getting this. And now this will become 50 minus 20 plus 15, which is clearly 35. So what is 50 minus 35? It's 15. See, we are already done with 15 questions, 4 questions. Now we are on the 5th question. So let me just write down the 5th question here only because clearly the question is visible to me. So 150 minus in bracket 10 plus curly bracket 3 minus 20 minus 5. Okay. If you feel like I'm going too fast here, of course, yes, I am, because I have already explained in detail in my last video. So you can watch that video too. And this is just for your practice. You can do the practice along with me. You can pause the video, you can look at the question, you can solve it, and then you play it, and then you see whether you're getting the same answer or not. So that is what you can do. All right, so let's go to the next one, which is, of course, we're going to solve 20 minus 5 first, which is 15. And then minus here 3, the curly bracket, then the big bracket, then plus 10, then the big bracket, then minus 150. Now I'll solve 3 minus 15, which is minus 12. So I'll be writing the curly bracket as it is because I have the two signs together. So we never write our two signs together. We always put a bracket. So that is why I did not remove the curly bracket. Now I'll remove the curly bracket. So this will become 10 plus into minus is minus. So it's 12 and then only the big bracket is there. Now what's the answer? This will become 150 minus 10 minus 12 is of course minus 2. Again, the minus sign is coming. Two signs are coming together. So I'll be putting the big bracket still. Okay. So 150 and now minus into minus is plus and then 2. What is 150 plus 2? It's 152 and that's the answer. Alright, so we are done with the first 5 questions already. Now I think it's time for me to show you the next 5 questions. So let's do the next 5 questions. That means question number 6 to 10. Yes. So question number 6 to 10, just a moment. I'll just do one thing. I'll show you the questions till, yeah. Okay, so there is one part of the question which has been cut, but I'll just do one thing because I was just taking the screenshot for the question, but that part is just gone. I'll just tell you the question here. Let's start with question number 6. So as you can see, question number 6 is little, like not difficult, I would say, but it's like a lot of fractional values as well. So let me first write down the question. So 1 divided by 3 by 7 times, in bracket we have 6 plus 8 times 3 minus 2 plus big bracket we have 1 by 5 divided by 7 by 25 minus curly bracket. I think I have to make it a little smaller. Curly bracket and then 3 by 7 plus 8 by 14 and then curly bracket closed, big bracket closed. So to solve this, of course, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to solve the small bracket first, right? Because you know that the small bracket is solved first. So if I solve this, inside this also I have to follow the Bodmas. Multiplication should be done first. So this will become 8 times 3, 24 and 6 plus 24 minus 2. I will not write down the same thing again because it will be long. I'm just going to solve this here only. So I got 6 plus, first I solved 8 times 3 which is 24 and then minus 2. Now here it will become 6 plus 24 which is 30 and 30 minus 2 is 28. So I have solved this entire bracket and I have got the answer 28. I hope that is clear. 6 plus 24, 30 and 30 minus 2 is 28. So I can write down this now together. So it will become 1 divided by 3 by 7 times 28. Now I'll start solving the curly bracket. So this will become 1 by 5 as it is divided by 7 by 25 as it is. Here, if I take LCM, of course, it will become 7 and 14. It's 14, right? The LCM is 14. And this will become 7 times 2 is 14. So 3 times 2 is 6 plus 8. So that makes a lot of sense because that is coming 1 only. So it is 1 divided by 3 by 7 times 28 plus, in bracket we have 1 by 5, divided by 7 by 25 and minus, if you notice, this is going to be 6 plus 8, 14, and 14 by 14 is 1. So I'm directly writing 1. Now in the big bracket, of course, I have to solve the division part first. So what will that become? It will become 1 divided by 3 by 7 times 28 plus, if I solve the division part first, I hope you know that there is a way to solve the division, which is change the division sign to multiplication and reciprocate the next fraction, which is 25 by 7, right? And then minus 1 as it is. Now, if you simplify this, it will become 5 by 7. So if I just write on the next step, it will become 1 divided by 3 by 7 times 28, and then plus, in bracket we have 5 by 7 minus 1, right? Which I can also write down as 1 by 1, right? Now this will be nothing but 1 divided by 3 by 7 times 28 plus, if I take LCM here, it is 7. This will become, of course, 5, and then minus 1 times 7 is 7, so it's 7. And now if I simplify this, it will become 1 divided by 3 by 7 times 28 as it is, plus 5 minus 7 is minus 2, right? So minus, and there is plus already, so plus into minus is minus. So I'm directly changing it to minus, and then 2 by 7. Now here you can see you're having 3 operations: division, multiplication, and subtraction. Of course, you're going to solve the division first. So it is 1 divided by 3 by 7. So will it not become 1 times 7 by 23, right? And then times 28, and then minus 2 by 7 as it is, right? So if I solve this, it will become 7 by 3 times 28, right? Of course, and then minus 2 by 7. Now, what is 7 times 28? If you solve this, it will become 196 divided by 3 minus 2 by 7. Now, here if you take LCM, of course, it will become 21. And then you have to solve this 196 multiplied by 7. So which is 2 carry over 4, 63 plus 4, 67. So 7 carry over 6. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 6. This will become 30. So it is coming 1372 minus 7 times 3 is 21, which is 6. So what is the answer? The answer is 1372 minus 6, which is 1366 upon 21. I'm not simplifying it further. That's your answer in the fractional form. That's it. Let's go to the next question. And for that, let me show you the questions again. So the next is question number 7, which is half visible. So I'll just write down the question first. So we have to solve 18 divided by 10 minus 4 plus 32 divided by. After this, I can't see the question, so I'll just write down. It's divided by, in bracket, 4 plus 10. 4 plus 10 divided by, you can see the next step is here, 2 minus 1. This is what we have to solve, and this looks very simple and very straightforward. Of course, you're going to solve the bracket first, in which you are going to solve this first. So what is the answer? This will become 5, right? I'm writing 5 here. And the rest part is 4 plus 5 minus 1, right? Just for your understanding, just to take lesser time, I'm just directly explaining you. But when you solve this in your exam, you just write down every single step, okay, without skipping anything. So it is 4 plus 5 minus 1, which is 9 minus 1, because 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 minus 1 is 8. So I got the answer for the bracket, which is 8. Rest I'm writing as it is. I'll not be skipping a lot of steps. I hope every questions are making sense to you. Like all the questions are making sense. So 18 divided by 10. Okay, now you can see here we are having 2 division question, right? leg division sign. So you can solve any one of them. So what is 32 divided by 8? It is 4. And what is 18 divided by 10? If you simplify this, it will become 18 by 10 minus 4 plus 4. Let's write down as it is. Now what's the answer of 18 by 10? If you simplify this, it will become nothing but 2 times 9 is 18, 2 times 5 is 10, minus 4 plus 4. I know here you must be wondering that we have to solve 9 by 5 plus 4 first and then minus 4 because addition comes before in the Bodmas. But let me tell you that addition and subtraction, they are opposites to each other. So even if you solve this first, you will still get the same answer. And you know that minus 4 plus 4 is going to be 0. So directly you can write down the answer that it's 9 by 5. That's the answer. All right, now we can go to the question number 8. So let's go to question number 8. So in question number 8, we have to solve, directly I'm writing the question, 10 minus big bracket, 6 minus curly bracket, 7 minus small bracket, 6 minus 8 minus 5. And then all the brackets are closed. Simple, if you solve this, it is 6 minus 8, which is minus 2, and minus 2 minus 5. See, I'm writing it here. Minus 2. 6 minus 8 is minus 2, and then minus 5. What is minus 2 minus 5? It's minus 7. So I got the answer for this small bracket, minus 7. So I'll write down minus 7. But I already have minus sign outside also, so I'll write down the small bracket till now. Okay. And then 7 minus as it is, and then I'm writing the rest things as it is, minus 6 and then minus 10. Now after this, of course, it will become 10 minus in bracket 6 minus curly bracket 7 minus into minus is plus, so 7 plus 7 is 14, which I'm going to write down in the next step. So 10 minus 6 minus 7 plus 7 is 14, which is, of course, you can see it is nothing but 10 minus 6 minus 14, which is minus 8. So this will become minus 8. And if I remove the bracket, it will become minus minus plus 8, which is 18. So the answer we have got for question number 8 is 18. Let's go to question number 9. Okay, so in question number 9, we have what will be the answer for the question? Okay, I'll just write on the question first. That will be much easier. So it says 5 times 1 by 4 divided by 3 by 7 plus, in bracket we have 45 by 24, okay, minus 2 by 3 plus 5 by 6 times 2 by 5. So first of all, I'll just do one step here only in the question itself, except writing the same thing again. 5 and 5 will get cancelled and this will become 2 times 3 is 6. So I'm getting here, and also if I want, I can simplify this one, which is nothing but 3 times 15 is 45, and then 3 times 8 is 24, right? I can't simplify this further, so I'll write on as it is. 5 times 1 by 4 divided by 3 by 7, plus in bracket, I'm getting 15 by 8, minus 2 by 3, and then plus 1 by 3, right? Now what I'll do, I'll take LCM inside the bracket to make my calculation easier. So if I take the LCM, of course, it will become LCM of 8, 3 will become nothing but 24, right? So 8 times 3 is 24, so 15 times 3 is 45. Oh, ultimately I have reached to the same step. No worries, even if you have done that, it's okay. Minus 3 times 8 is 24, so 8 times 2 is 16, plus 3 times 8 is 24, so 8 times 1 is 8. Now we have to simplify this. So of course, this will become 5 times 1 by 4 as it is, divided by 3 by 7 as it is, plus 45 plus 8, which is, of course, 45 plus 8 will be 53, and then 53 minus 16, right? So this is going to be 37. Yes, it is 37. So it is coming 37 upon 24, right? Now, after this, I have solved that part, the bracket part. Now I have to solve the division first, right? Because now Bodmas rule will be followed. So 1 by 4, and then this will become times 7 by 3. Plus 37 by 24 as it is, right? And now what will this become? Of course, I can multiply this. It will become 35 by 12 plus, because see, 5 times 1, 5, 5 times 7, 35. And then plus 37 by 24. If I take LCM here, it is 24. 12 times 2 is 24. So 35 times 2 is 70. and plus 37 as it is. So it will become 7. This will become 107 by 24. I'm keeping as it is the fractional form 107 by 24. We are done with question number 9 too. Let's go to the next question, which is question number 10. We'll solve till 12. The rest I'll solve in the next class. And the next video. I'm sorry. I'm just being so much familiar with the sentence that we'll be doing in the next class that I said it here as well. Okay, let's go to question number 10. So in question number 10, we have 1800 divided by 10 in bracket 12 minus 6 plus 24 minus 12, and then I'll just close the bracket. So of course, first I'll be solving the small bracket, which is nothing but 12 minus 6 is 6 and 24 minus 12 is 12, right? And then writing the curly bracket as it is, 10 here divided by 1800, right? So 1800 divided by 10 times 6 plus 12 is, oh, that makes so much sense. It's 18. So it will become 1800 divided by 10 times 18, which is 180. So this is very simple now. You just have to write down 1800 divided by 180. So 0 and 0 will get cancelled. So 18 times 10 is 180, which is 10. So 10 is the answer. We are done with that. Let's go to question number 11. So for question number 11, let me write down the question. It's 1 by 2, as you can see it from here. Big bracket, curly bracket, minus 2 times 1 plus 2 times 10. Because there is no sign, so it means times. And then again times only because there is no sign. And then again times 3. That is very obvious. Let's solve this. This is not difficult. Okay. So this will become 1 by 2 as it is. Of course, I have to solve the small bracket first, which is minus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. So of course, it will become times only because there is no other sign. And then times 10, right? And then times 15 only, but I'm just keeping things in the bracket. Now this will become 1 by 2 in bracket. If I solve this, it will become 3 minus 2 times 3, which is minus 6, minus 6 times 10, which is minus 60, right? So it is minus 60, and then 15 is also there. So times 50, and then times 3. So this makes very much sense. It's nothing but 1 by 2 minus 60, because everything is multiplication only. So even if I remove the bracket, it's okay. So this will become 2 times 3 is 6, 6 and then 0. So it will become minus 30 times 45, which is nothing but, if you simplify this, 0 will come as it is, minus sign will come as it is, and this will become, okay, so it will become 135. Yeah. So the answer is minus 1350. Let's go to the last question, which is question number 12. Okay, so question number 12 is also looking very simple. So let us start directly from here. It says 20 minus big bracket 6 minus curly bracket 4 minus 8 minus 6 plus 3, and then curly bracket, big bracket closed. Of course, we're going to solve this part first, which is nothing but 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 minus 6 is 5. So you're getting 5 here. Minus 4 as it is, curly bracket, minus 6, big bracket, minus 20, curly bracket closed, big bracket closed. This will become 4 minus 5, which is minus 1. So I'm writing minus 1 in the curly bracket, minus 6, big bracket, and then minus 20. So this will become 20 minus, in big bracket we have 6, minus into minus is plus, so plus 1. So this will become 20 minus 6 plus 1 is 7, which is 13. So 13 is the answer, and that's it. So basically, if I tell you how many questions were there in this Bodmas worksheet, there are total 23 questions. I covered 12, almost more than 50%, I would say. The rest I will be doing in my next video, which I'll be uploading just tomorrow only. So make sure you watch this video completely and you watch the earlier video as well. The link is in the description box. And all I can say is thank you so much for watching my channel and giving a lot of comments and appreciation. Of course, I get both negative and positive comments. I am only focusing on the positive part, but thanks for the negative comments as well. Yeah. And I can see that Nick, you are giving me a lot of love on Instagram. So it's the same love I want to, like I want here as well on the YouTube. So make sure if you are not a subscriber yet, you subscribe to my channel. And yeah, thank you so much. I'll be back soon in my next review. Thank you and bye bye.